Hello and welcome to the northeast of England. We're here at St James's Park. I'm Derek Ray, and keeping me company in the commentary box today is, of course, Stuart Robson. And it's all about action from the Premier League in this case. It's Newcastle United taking on Chelsea.
Well, Derek, we can talk about coaches and their methods, but it's now down to the players. Which ones are going to stand out, who will affect the game, and who will have the greater desire? It should be a cracking game, though.
Well, pick your adjective where Hakim Ziyech is concerned. Dazzling, I think, might be an appropriate one. Stuart, what will we see from him?
Well, it's his ability with the ball at his feet that makes him such a good player. He can go past defenders with ease, he can play in tight areas, and he has that bit of trickery as well. I'm really looking forward to seeing him play today.
So the starting 11 for Newcastle United.
Well, it's a defensive lineup, that's for sure. But their wing-backs and at least one of their midfield players will need to break forward when they regain possession, just to give them a threat going forward.
Here's the lineup for Chelsea. Edouard Mendy starts in goal. Antonio Rudiger plays alongside Thiago Silva in central defence. N'Golo Kanté starts alongside Jorginho in the centre of midfield. And as for the attack, well, it has a bold look about it with three forwards listed from the beginning. And so the battle commences. Excellent refereeing, advantage in operation. Well, the advantage wasn't helping them, and so now they get the free kick. Fraser takes the shot. Chance maybe. Oh, and he puts away the second chance. But the goalkeeper angry with himself here.
Well, when you look at this again, there's two things wrong defensively about this. First of all, the goalkeeper should not be parrying it into a dangerous area, and the defenders have to be sharper to get to the knockdown. It's not good defending all round.
One 0 then.
Number 10,
Ziyech. Now with Havertz. It's with Hakim Ziyech. And Chelsea get the decision from the referee. Havertz. Now with Jorginho. Ziyech. And now Havertz. And that'll be the goalkeeper's ball. Longstaff. Callum Wilson. Now with Fraser. Saint-Maximin. A bit sloppy in possession. Thiago Silva. Kanté has it. Jorginho. Kai Havertz. Kanté now. Ziyech. Attacking possibilities for Chelsea. Reece James. Plenty of players waiting in the middle. Well, making high pressing work for them here. Oh, a save right out of the top drawer. Super stop. Read it superbly to take back possession. Hudson-Odoi. Conte. And here's Ziyech. Well, a top-notch piece of defensive judgment. We can get more details on that injury situation from our man pitch side, Jeff Shreves. Jeff?
Oh, horrible injury to his shoulder there. Landed right on top of it. Sore, but he's tough, and I think he'll carry on.
Cheers, Jeff. Effective challenge. Kai Havertz. Hudson-Odoi. Conte has it. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that pass. Well, he likes to run at them. Tremendously strong in the tackle. Now he must favour the cross. Jorginho. He can't hold on to it. Well, the goalkeeper got there in the end.
Well, his recovery is brilliant here. So athletic.
Callum Wilson. Longstaff. It's with Isaac Hayden. Wilson with it. Ritchie here. Hayden. Superb defensive judgment to end the attack. And the counter-attack is on. Options available. Manquillo. Oh, the threat is there. Fine cross into the middle. Well, he made that interception look routine. In truth, it wasn't. Hudson-Odoi. Chilwell. Well, they continue their push for the equaliser, but definitely not forcing it. Oh, he's missed it!
Well, he'll be very disappointed with that. He should be scoring from there.
Ziyech. It's Callum Hudson-Odoi. Successfully cut out. N'Golo Conte. Ziyech. They're certainly allowing their opponents to come onto them. And the referee spotted the foul, but has played advantage. And very deftly cut out. What can Chelsea do from this position? Possession lost by Chelsea here. Jamal Lascelles. Saint-Maximin has it. And it crossed the byline, a goal kick as a result. Well, the referee letting them continue, but now it's going to be a booking.
Well, he tried to play the advantage, but he was always going to come back to that challenge.
And Newcastle pushing forward with options available. Ritchie. On to Fraser. Really good challenge. And breaking at pace with menace. Well, they seem to be onto something positive, but it faded away. Fraser. Wilson with it. And the pass could do damage. Oh, it was a close run thing, but the goalkeeper just got there first. Error from the keeper. Will they seize on it? Well, really fine goalkeeping. Good diving stop. Can someone get on the end of this? Well, an ordinary header, and that's probably being charitable. Committed challenge. Well, putting it wide from there, disappointing. Havertz. Ziyech. I must say this looks promising. Still trailing, but they're upping the pressure. Ziyech. Couldn't find a teammate. Throw in here. Reece James. Will he play it in? A decisive clearance it was. Hayden. Well, he's given us away. Well, they must exercise caution standing off as they are. Jorginho. The attack continues. They're making considerable progress. And a wild attempt from distance. Not one for the highlight reel, Stuart.
Well, that's a waste. He had much better options there.
Hayden. Callum Wilson. Saint-Maximin. Might be able to set up the chance. And missing the chance to give them a bit of breathing space.
Well, that should have made it more comfortable, shouldn't it? But it's a wasted opportunity.
Chance to attack using width, but really sticking to their task defensively. Ziyech. On to Jorginho. It's with Hakim Ziyech. Regained possession. Ryan Fraser. Ritchie here. Well, not a cross that will live long in the memory. Goal kick. Chilwell. Now with Havertz. Conte. Ziyech. Ziyech. Well, a top-notch piece of defensive judgment. And that'll be the goalkeeper's ball. Good technique displayed. Could be dangerous. Conte. Well, it looked as though it had a chance of going in.
Well, he should make the keeper work there, but you sense a goal is coming.
Did well to win the ball back. On the offensive. Havertz. Can they do something positive on the counter-attack? Playing with purpose and control. Saint-Maximin. And it's with Manquillo. Just knocking it around, looking to carve out a chance. And players waiting in the centre. Well, they haven't overcome all the difficulties. Hayden. Wilson. Now with Fraser. An important interception. Always going to be the goalkeeper's ball. Well, half-time coming up shortly. It's Newcastle on top. And Stuart, as always, very keen to get your thoughts as regards their performance.
Yes, they've defended really well all over the pitch. Their work rate and discipline has been excellent. But any drop in tempo and this lead could easily slip away.
And the Magpies moving the ball forward with purpose. But ultimately up a cul-de-sac. Havertz. Still trailing, but they're upping the pressure. Well, I think a classic commentator's curse just then. Couldn't make the ideal pass. Hayden. Longstaff. It's with Isaac Hayden. It's a neat move. Wilson. Must be! There's still danger here. Well, what an opportunity, but really good defending, you've got to say. Chilwell. Kai Havertz is failing to hit the target with his pass, and it'll be a throw-in. There to take it away. And Kai Havertz using all his defensive acumen to cut it out. Now Chelsea in a position of menace. Reece James. And that pass could be troublesome. Oh, it was a close run thing, but the goalkeeper just got there first. Oh, great play. Ziyech. That's all they can conjure for now. Havertz. Now Conte. Just made sure nothing came of that. Over the touchline for a throw-in. Hayden. Longstaff. Here's Chilwell. Reece James. Showing patience, looking for the equaliser. Losing possession a bit easily. That is not going to do. Well wide of the target. And there it is, the half-time whistle. Well, such is the lot of an attacking player. Some days it works for you, on other days, not at all, Stuart.
Well, as you can see, he just hasn't had enough touches in the key areas, and that's one of the reasons they're losing this game at the moment.
And so the battle commences. Takes the shot. Chance maybe. Oh, and he puts away the second chance. But the goalkeeper angry with himself here. Well, they continue their push for the equaliser, but definitely not forcing it. Oh, he's missed it.
Well, he'll be very disappointed with that. He should be scoring from there.
They're certainly allowing their opponents to come onto them. Error from the keeper. Will they seize on it? Can someone get on the end of this? Well, an ordinary header, and that's probably being charitable. The attack continues, they're making considerable progress. And a wild attempt from distance. Not one for the highlight reel, Stuart.
Well, that's a waste. He had much better options there.
Might be able to set up the chance. And missing the chance to give them a bit of breathing space.
Well, that should have made it more comfortable, shouldn't it? But it's a wasted opportunity.
Well, it looked as though it had a chance of going in.
Well, he should make the keeper work there, but you sense a goal is coming.
So back in business, and Chelsea behind. Let's see if they're able to bounce back in this half. Happy to pass the ball, but remaining patient. Well, that's how to do it inside your own penalty area. How far from the ideal pass, you've got to say. Ziyech! Well, the shot looked promising, but the keeper had the measure of it. Ziyech. Havertz. Well, you have to say, he's going to be very cross with himself.
He'll certainly be disappointed with that. That was a poor effort.
Committed challenge. Chilwell. Now with Havertz. Jorginho. And return to Ziyech. And he read it well defensively. Saint-Maximin. Disappointing for the Magpies to give it away like that. Ziyech. And Chelsea have given it away. Possession changing hands. High pressing at its best. And he saw the situation developing. Callum Wilson. On to Fraser. Using his physical strength to make sure he doesn't lose the ball. Fraser. Getting the better of his opponent. Well, potential danger. Longstaff. He's in with a chance. And quite simply wide of the target.
Substitution for Newcastle United.
And time for the change now.
Number 36, Sean Longstaff. To be replaced by number 8, John Joe Shelby.
Reece James. Jorginho. And Christensen. James. Chilwell. And Havertz. Ziyech. Now with Havertz. So a goal kick is what's coming up here. Well, we're focusing on him for a reason. He's playing with real authority in attack, Stuart.
Yeah, what a performance he's putting in here. Great movement, lots of energy and a very good finish for his goal. He's been excellent.
Kai Havertz. And Chelsea moving the ball forward. What can they do from here? It is now with Jorginho. Well, that's how to break the spirit of the attacker. Breaking at pace. Wilson. Shelby. Well, he made sure there was absolutely no way through. Rudiger. Chilwell. On the ball, Rudiger. Jorginho. Here's Chilwell. Ziyech. Kai Havertz. Using all his defensive acumen to cut it out.
Well, there you can see Newcastle haven't been able to control possession, but what they've done with it has been really good, and they'll be happy with the way the game is being played at the moment. They love to play on the counter-attack.
Well-timed tackle. Well, we're into the final half hour. Ryan Fraser. Shelby. On to Fraser. Good pressure high up the pitch. Well, not the pass he had in mind. Reece James. Now with Jorginho. Havertz. Conte. Just knocking it around, looking to carve out a chance. Conte. And now Havertz. And a chance to level it. Oh, a superb save. So deciding to make a personnel change at this juncture.
Number 21, Ryan Fraser. Coming onto the pitch, number 24, Miguel Amra.
Taken short. Conte. And he takes it on. Able to get real chance. And keeping it out. And short it is. Crisp tackling. Failure to keep the ball on the part of Newcastle. Well, the attack looks promising. Havertz. Ziyech. Good technique displayed. Ziyech. And the goalkeeper has outdone himself with that save. And taken short. Conte. And return to Ziyech. Conte. Strength and control. Could be. Oh, wonderful save.
Well, he reacts so quickly there. That's a great save.
And played short. Ziyech. Well, he's bound to be disappointed with himself. Not a great effort, Stuart.
Well, the less said about that, the better. Not a good decision from him.
20 minutes to go. We're getting the ball forward, and credit is due for that good piece of defending. Matt Ritchie. Saint-Maximin has it. A really committed challenge, and it's gone out for a throw-in. They've decided that now is the time to go to the bench.
Number 12, Ruben Loftus-Cheek.
Shelvey. Callum Wilson. Nicely timed tackle. Chilwell. And Havertz. And return to Havertz. This could be the equaliser. And it is the equaliser. Well, now, that could be a huge turning point in this game. They carry the momentum.
Well, here's the goal again, and it's a really nice ball to put him through. The vision to set up the chance is outstanding, and then the finish is fairly simple in the end. That's a good goal.
Goal for Chelsea.
So in business once more, on the back of that very important equaliser. 1-1. Chilwell. And Chelsea looking dangerous. Spot on with that tackle. Can he put them in front? Well, it was a wonderful chance, but the goalkeeper comes through.
Yes, Derek, we have to give credit to the keeper, but surely he should have scored there. That's a big, big chance.
Keen to take it short here. And it's played into the centre. Well, it did look menacing, but punched away decisively. He'll be breathing a sigh of relief. Ball one. Loftus-Cheek. Free kick to Chelsea. He goes short. Conte. And a really powerful effort, but just over the top. Callum Wilson. Is it going to be? Well, he really read that brilliantly. And making use of his physical strength to hang on to it. Jorginho. Havertz. Conte has it. On the attack, is there to be late drama? Well, the keeper is happy the bar was there. And second time around, he scores. But the keeper left to wonder what his defenders were doing.
Well, as you can see, the first save is a good one, but they can't react quickly enough to the second ball. The keeper's a bit unlucky, really.
Goal for Chelsea.
Well, a dramatic moment near the end, and that might well be the decider.
Well, time is running out for Newcastle, and their fans are demanding more urgency. They've got to get the ball into the box and make things happen.
Not the best challenge, free kick. And in the event, just a talking to, but could easily have seen yellow. Well, no problems defensively. Havertz. It's Callum Hudson-Odoi. And the goalkeeper expertly anticipated that through ball. Well, not long to go, and Newcastle have got to up their game.
Well, it's been a tight match, but they haven't done quite enough going forward, in my view. It's all been a bit too predictable. A lot of passing, but not enough penetration. They have to get crosses into the box in these final few minutes if they want to get anything out of this.
Well, into an attacking position, it's not too late for them. But they took care of the situation defensively. Jorginho. Committed challenge. Hayden. Now with Lascelles. Using all his defensive acumen to cut it out. Ziyech. Hudson-Odoi. Havertz. Conte. This is Loftus-Cheek. Ziyech. N'Golo Conte. Ziyech. Now with Jorginho. And no way through. He's in control of the situation. Being pressed and pressed high. And here they come, still pressing for an equaliser. And whipped into the box. Well, they had a decent reading of that ball in. Loftus-Cheek. Moving the ball forward with purpose. Chilwell. And now Havertz. And still looking for space. Oh, a fine save at this point in the game.
Well, he's just about kept them in it, but time's against them here.
Hayden. On to Almiron. Shelvey. Getting in there to intercept. Havertz. Able to skip past his man. Well, it was never really going to be of concern to the keeper, that one. Ziyech. Conte now. Good pressure, can they make something of this? It is now with Jorginho. Well, that's how to break the spirit of the attacker.
Well, these Newcastle fans are demanding more from their team here. They need to find a goal from somewhere, and quickly.
Won it back. Plenty of running room in the wide position. Options in the centre. But strong defending. If they can score again from this corner, it probably would be the end of the story. Well, they're going for the short one. And Kai Havertz. Cross could be useful. Not able to put it behind for what will be a corner here. It's a short one. He's protecting it well. And Chelsea get the decision from the referee. Delivered into the box, foiling them effectively. And that goes down as a very disappointing attempt.
Well, the keeper can't believe his luck. That's a really poor effort.
Read it magnificently and intercepted. Jorginho. Kai Havertz. Well, they need to get tighter, but quick thinking defensively. Ziyech. And the referee blows the whistle. That will be all for this game, and no points picked up by Newcastle United. What did you think of it all?
Well, Derek, not quite good enough today. Yes, they only lost by 1 goal, but I never felt they were in control of the game. A frustrating day all round for the coach to think about for the next time.
And a good performance, as we've come to expect from N'Golo Kanté. What did you make of what you saw from him?
Well, of course, his finishing could have been better today, but he scored one and made a lot of chances for himself. I thought he was outstanding.
Error from the keeper.